Hey, it's the Make Sense Again American, where everything I say makes absolute sense. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that I went through. This is a personal topic that I went through. I was working somewhere back in 1989/1990. It was a 5-man crew. It was a small shop, building cabinets or such, things like that. I just dropped out of school and still picking up on Spanish and things like that. There was a guy there named Danny. And he was this long-haired guy. He was Christian. Now, he never talked politics. All he kept talking about was Jesus. You know why? Because Jesus. I mean, Jesus Christ. So, he would always bring up things. And he held his wife in a high... She held the moon for him. This overweight white chick. And... whenever I would say something out of line, or one time I bought a calendar with a bunch of girls in bikinis, and he's like, my wife would never speak to you if she knew you bought that. And I'm like, well, didn't have the wit to tell him, well, then I won't marry her. Oh, wait, you're married to her. I don't owe your wife an explanation. I don't care what your wife says. Well, that's not the Christian thing to do. You see, my mistake was that he asked me, did I believe in or was I a Christian? And I said yes, because he asked the other 3 guys, were they Christians? And they said yes, of course. Mostly everybody was Christian back then. It wasn't popular to be a pathetic atheist, but it was popular to be a Christian. They were Catholics, and so they didn't know much. And Catholics are very ill-informed, and well, I wasn't Catholic, but he was Pentecostal, and so he spoke in tongue, and everything was all about Jesus, and it's Jesus radio stations, and Jesus this and that. But he did have a profound love for classic rock, so he always picked that. Because rock was back then was really, really friendly. It wasn't intense. So there he was talking about Jesus, always thinking that he's better, being very judgmental, and he wouldn't shut the hell up. I mean, I couldn't stand the guy. I could not stand this religious zealot. And so I actually just kind of reflected and asked in my head, how did this go away? How did this disappear? Just all of a sudden, how did it just disappear? This whole religiosity that kicked in, that Danny was so into and involved with, and this flock of people that loved evangelists, and they had a stranglehold. They really did, and they were everywhere. Picture the movie Footloose. Now, not the stupid sequel, but the first movie. The grip that he had over a whole community in Beaumont, in Chicago. A city in Beaumont, and Beaumont, Illinois. I think that's where the city is supposed to be. But all these kids couldn't dance, because this minister had a stranglehold and had the Bible belt really, really tied around kids' necks, things like that. And you couldn't move. And I'm just like, man, when you watch this movie, you're just like, get out of the chains, Let's just start dancing. So the funny part is that we're in it again. I mean, Danny, it may not be you, but you're back. It's you again. This whole white liberal environment, Black Lives Matters and trans rights. It's like, who the hell do you think you are? You're doing it again. And my thing is, well, how do we get rid of you? There was a show called Beyond the Shore. I think that's what it was called. And don't worry, it'll all come to play. You know how I do it. But Beyond the Shore, it had 6 cast members, and it was one of the very first shows on Fox. During the show, it was a hit. But one of the characters, now first of all, it was, like I said, one of the most brandy show on Fox. There was Married with Children, there was Duet, there was The Simpsons, and then there was the show called Beyond the Shore. That was the Sunday lineup. And then came In Living Color and all this other stuff. It was a good lineup. Fox kicked a little butt. But Beyond the Shore, or Above the Shore, or Around the Shore, I don't know. I'm not sure. Haha. But they had this little militant feminist dyke as one of the characters. And when people tried to have a parade, she would just hold her sign and be obnoxious. And that was her character. But the year was 1994. And nobody could stand that person. So on season 2 of Beyond the Shore, I believe it's Beyond the Shore, they kicked her ass out. Nobody could stand her. And I'm glad they kicked her out, because I'm trying to watch this show and I couldn't. And the woman that plays Skylar from Breaking Bad is one of the characters of this show called Beyond the Shore. But it puzzled me that, why did they get rid of her? She had a cute figure and everything. But the thing was, her character was loud and obnoxious. And you're back. If we can kick you out of a TV series, why is it hard to kick you out in real life? I guess because nobody puts you in a bad light on TV. Everybody's like, well, he's a trans, and well, that's okay, and totally cool, and my cousin's one, and then if she's a homosexual, well, she's normal, and she's in love, and there's this daughter she's gonna adopt, and it's beautiful. And then if there's just everything you have. I wish I could go back in time and have Danny meet one of these idiot protesters, and I could just see it now. Danny would walk up and he'd still have that 1989 frame of mind, but he's just like that idiot of today. And they both would just be screaming, love, no, love, love, love. I said that, love, yes, love. I'm talking about love, trans love. You're going to hell. Look, Jesus is coming. I want you to understand one thing. Jesus is coming. Well, you didn't know this, but the KKK is coming. They're coming. Both of you guys are morons. Although the KKK was strong, they're never coming back. If somebody says, if there's a Facebook post of, hey, I want to open up a new line of KKK, look at our new fall fashion. The hats are not gonna be so pointy this time, and and we're not gonna wear white. We're gonna try, beige. It's not gonna work, because the first thing white liberals will do is find out where you live, who you work for, and who your landlord is. Okay, that's what they're gonna find out. All right, so it's over. You killed the KKK with all the doxing. All right, if you didn't do all that doxing, we could have found out who KKK was, and we'd have all their names by now. But because you move so swiftly in this whole doxing process, there is no KKK. Now you idiot, now that I'm not 19 anymore, now that I'm not your flunky and is going to put up with your freaking crap and all that zealot talk about me going to hell just for saying something. On a note, when it comes to Danny, his overweight wife left him for another man. That's how obnoxious you were. Okay, your fat wife is gone because you're obnoxious, just like these little Antifa protesters, okay? Screaming about love. It's stupid, and you've overstepped your boundaries, and people got tired of you. That's it. Do I think Jesus is coming back? Oh yeah, full force he's coming back. Yeah, but I'm not going to scream into people's faces, okay? If they want to know the knowledge, I'll teach them. This is just on a side note. I actually think I can answer any religious question you have. Just give it to me. But as soon as I answer it, you'll get knowledge. You can't say racist, and you can't say anything. And that goes for you too, Antifa boy. All right. So, do you want to start an argument between Danny and the head of Antifa? And do you want to go back and forth screaming love, love, love? Okay, because at the end of the day, you, Antifa boy, are going to call him a racist. And you, Danny, are going to call him a heathen. And it's never going to work. It kills me that I have to go through this twice in my lifetime to deal with that, to deal with you again and your religion of environmentalism, of rainbow flag love, okay? I would just as soon wipe my ass with that flag. I don't give a damn about that rainbow flag, okay? But the funny thing is I can't just burn it because I'll get swift penalties that you've never seen before. It's crazy, isn't it? I can't stand the foothold you have. Danny, that foothold that you had, okay, remember when you saw Footloose and got a boner when the preacher cut off that radio and said no dancing, no dancing? Okay, he gets a boner when somebody burns a flag and says no singing the Star Spangled Banner, no singing the Star Spangled Banner. It's the same thing. You people are back. I can't believe you're back. I can't believe it's gonna work this time. Like, we'll do it different. You're doing it exactly the same as this religious zealot freak over here. This Bible thumper. this tongue-speaking idiot that just liked to point his finger at people and scream to them, "You're going to hell." Okay? You're doing the same thing, Antifa boy, with this whole, "You're a racist. And the KKK is coming." Got it. Yes, I see them now. They're on horseback. Like the lovely Candace Owens said in one of her many satire pieces. But yeah, y'all both need to shut the hell up and give it up. As far as Danny, was he right? Well, he didn't do anything but scream at people. He could have informed a lot of people. There's a lot of ways to inform people and things like that. I mean, but now it's over. Rap music has made fun of God. All these episodes of Family Guy and also episodes of everything. I mean, oh God, 2.5 Men. Just start naming shows. Everything is anti-religious. Everything belittles God. Everything is making fun of God. The Simpsons as well. Everybody makes fun of God. But nobody's made fun of the protester, the Antifa boy. Well, I tried. I'm trying. You people are morons. You're idiots. You're really soft. You can't fight. And you're white boys trying to fight for black power. Idiots. I've seen you kiss the feet of black men. I've seen you let your women kiss their feet. This makes no sense. But on that note, this is the Make Sense Again America. And I didn't make sense today, but I think I did. Saying that you're back with a vengeance on the other side. And it's ridiculousness. Run amok. I will see you when I see you. And hit me back if you were entertained by this one.